Go.
Alrighty. So, somehow I messed that up. Oh well. But doopy 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 da, Jebediah and Redemptionist, you guys are still okay. This time Frosty was left behind in the dust.
No, I'm moving my normal speed, so yeah.
Oh, just little. He's fallen way far behind. Okay.
Well, I've completely lost the timing on these turns, so I don't know.
Anytime that your minions move, go ahead and move as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Dalton's saying "fuck it" to leading people, and he's now going to leave. Yeah, that'll be that much. He's just going right into the thick of it. Well, he's going to try to anyway. So Haley. Sneaking around the building like a sneaky sneak. Sorry, what'd you say? Okay. Oh, that's an 11. I better roll to confirm. No, okay.
I don't see 11 anywhere.
I'm rolling it in private.
Oh, yeah, that guy. I forgot about him.
That's right. He can sprint every alternative turn, so he's actually further behind than he should be. Oops. Now, actually, you know what? Before I move Dalton, willpower. So, yeah, he's going to have semblance of mind not to push himself just yet. And citizens are retreating. You don't want to get into another fight right now. It was too horrible the first time. We don't want our faith challenged like this.
Oh,
Haley.
I'm being oppressed.
This is just a perfect example of our Emperor's Light being the one true faith on this island.
On this island.
This planet, this galaxy, sector. You didn't said anything but this island.
Island, man.
So Redemptionist and Missionary, you guys are still staying well far away from any potential actual conflicts?
I'm at least staying behind them so they can still hear my voice going, get them break before us! Keeping them all welled up and morale high. Thanks to my Vox staff.
So like you're pushing a stampede rather than leading an army. Interesting.
Hey, we can't lead armies. We're clerics.
We're clerics. We do not have the authority to lead any men into battle.
Fair point. Fair point.
All we can do is guide the faithful.
Okay, and Frosty, I do believe your men are... Yep, one of them made it just far enough to get into melee with Dalton. So, Missionary, still just staying at the rear?
Yeah, just guiding my people. The militia is his people. It's the redemptionist people. I'm leading my people of citizen mad hysteric mob.
I'm old and frail. I'm slow.
So, Redemptionist, you're just watching as your leader of the militia gets into range of war check?
Are they in a range for hearing me?
Oh yeah, if you can shout, right? You're a preacher.
Yes. He would yell, "Capture the heretic alive so he can be measured by the light of the Emperor." And do I need to roll fellowship, or something to make them get in the right mood set for this?
We'll have to wait and see how that combat turns out. Considering your attempt to frenzy them earlier failed, they're not quite in a bloodlust right now.
Yeah.
Dalton, however, is going to attempt and fail. Haley? Okay, you're attempting to be sneaky as you're out there, or keeping low to the ground, looking for cover, or not? Joe is very quiet.
Yeah, she's trying to keep slow or something, at least I'm just touching my closer.
And the wee citizen runs past Warcheck.
What is he going to do?
Joe, are you present?
I'm here.
Okay, Jess is sending me a message saying that you're having some problems.
Just frustrated, trying to think of what to do. I might have
Sorry, Joe.
frustrated, trying to think what to do, although I might have something to go on.
Okay, well, what is your objective? What is your goal?
To find the guy from the temple tendencies that are stuffed on this madness.
So you want to put a stop to this holy war going on, right?
It'd be nice, as well as
Okay.
the guy from the temple.
Okay, so what is your more important objective? What are you going to prioritize?
Capture.
Well, you've got two potential people here right now. The third one, you don't know exactly where he is, but considering he never left the library for the time you were in the town yesterday, there's a good chance he may not have left the library today. Or maybe he's getting on the first airplane he can out of here. But if your primary objective is to capture, well, you've got two of these people at the back of the mob. So if you let the conflict go, you could potentially snap them up in the ensuing chaos without anybody noticing. Start at the rear, work your way forward. And there are non-lethal means. Everybody has non-lethal means of combat. So just be sure to declare if you're going to be trying to be taking someone down in a non-lethal way. If stopping the conflict is your primary objective, again, taking out the leaders and forcing them to stop the conflict could also be good. However, as a person of faith, you know of many occasions where people would rather martyr themselves for their cause rather than die if they're truly faithful. Then again, that's also a good way to find out if one of these guys is truly faithful or if he cares more about his own skin.
Yeah, I've got an idea for something at least.
Okay? And just in case that idea backfires, be sure to come up with a backup idea too.
I'm thinking.
Okay.
And sorry, it's been frustrating me. Sorry about all that.
No, I do hope you will have an enjoyable experience overall, though.
Oh yeah, the last game was just really fun, but just something just got me. I basically been like this all day though, so it's not any fault of the game.
Okay. Frosty, you may attempt 4 charges and whatever kind of attack you'd like to do with your leader.
Okay, 4 charges. My mind's blanking. What do I roll? D100, of course.
Yep, D100.
Yes.
Yep, D100. Okay. And then what is the leader going to do? What kind of attack?
Let me quickly check the quick combat rules for what he can do. Quick combat guide. He can try. Is he armed?
2. War check?
Yes.
No.
He will try. Knockdown. So opposed strength test. Well, he's not knocking him down.
Okay. And so your men will attempt non-lethal maneuvers first.
Yeah, of course.
With their charges. However, the parry will negate 1 attack, so there's still 2 that are connecting. Which
Okay,
2, it'll be either militia, 2 militias, the first lieutenant, and or militias.
Well, I would say one of the militia at least gets 1 and the first lieutenant. Let's
Okay.
say like that.
All right, so they're doing non-lethal.
Yes.
All right, so roll 1d10 for the militia mob and 1d10 plus 1 for the first lieutenant.
No, not 0 plus 1. Okay. Alright, just a sec. Oh, 5.
Okay. In both cases, they basically start to gang up on him, but this warrior preacher, he's in his element, being surrounded by a bunch of angry people. He seems to be a bit of a barroom brawler.
You know, wouldn't have thought any less of him.
So, missionary? No, those guys already moved.
Oh, those guys already moved? And they already moved to follow. Still preaching,
Okay.
like.
And redemptionist, you've already moved to follow?
Yes.
Okay. That guy's looking for Haley in all the wrong places. And Dalton is surrounded just the way he likes it.
Bound chicker?
That's the way. I like it.
And yeah, actually, you're going to do that first, see how that goes, and then. So, all right, leader has to do an opposed weapon skill.
Okay. Opposed weapon didn't work. How chaotic will this go?
Oops, not D19, D10. No chaos this time.
Well, the fight is not that chaotic yet.
Okay. So, he pushes the leader back, and intelligence. He's going to be intelligent. So now he has to do a acrobatics. That he fails. So free attack of opportunity from militia mob, first lieutenant, second lieutenant, and leader. So 5 attacks of opportunity. We'll 2 militia mobs, first, second, leader. We'll go in that order.
Militia first, second, leader. Okay.
Okay, so he's also going to attempt to parry his way through. And he will negate 2 of those, because he is a warrior. So which one is successful?
Well, the leader.
Won't the leader be the one to connect? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And what weapon would the leader be using?
Well, most likely something righteous. So hammer. Hammer seems appropriate.
Okay.
Nothing fancy. It's a hammer to
So I'll say
beat down the...
Okay, so 1d10 plus 8. Because he hits with the righteous fury of the Emperor, he does. Okay, so Dalton's going to be taking some damage. Haley.
Lost my token for a second. Run in.
So you just moving.
Yep, I need to get the thing closer still.
Okay, not calling attention to yourself in any way?
That's the plan.
Okay. This citizen is still running forward. And Bobob's minions get closer. The militia, I imagine. The militia would be still on top of Dalton, right? Frosty?
Sorry, the audio seemed to have cut out.
Your militia would still be going after Dalton? Or would they be going into
Yes.
the town?
Well, if they are good followers, they would do as their righteous leader would say and try to capture the heretic.
Right, they wanted to capture Dalton first, right? So basically, you get 5 charge attempts on Dalton.
I think one of them is successful. It would be militia, going with the same.
Okay, so militia, first, second boss. So then second lieutenant will be successful. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, he already used his parry up. So, oh, wait. Yeah, so he already used up his parry.
Mm-hmm. 2d10 plus.
Well, what weapon is the second lieutenant using?
I don't know. I can't think of anything for some reason.
So he's a brawler using his fists?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. So his will be 1d10 plus 1. Alright.
Okay.
Jebediah, are you saying anything as your angry citizens start to come in around the militias?
Capture their leader so he may face the Emperor's benediction.
Okay. And that's, you've already moved. And Redemptionist, you saying anything? Frosty?
Sorry, mute. I would say the same thing, that capture the heretics so he can be measured by the Emperor's guiding light, or something like that.
Okay. Dalton will shout back at you guys saying that the Emperor is on his side, for he is the truly faithful, and you are liars, and those who follow you are misguided. And I think, well, yeah, he's not quite intimidating at the moment as he's still being surrounded. So first, okay, leader of the militia, dodge or parry?
Let's go with dodge.
Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty, epic. And so, the damage, he is a unarmed master, so 1d10. Okay, and that's plus, yeah, your leader of the militia he's got a splitting headache all of a sudden as the
Most likely broken nose.
warrior preacher just kind of headbutts him right in the face. And what was his shouting words? I am not blessed. I am just Emperor. I'm just going to put Emperor. Nah, not so hot. Okay, citizens are still not doing anything. This one, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Haley! Okay, Haley is starting to get close. So, Jebediah and Elfried, you are entitled to awareness rolls.
Question, VP.
Yes?
Can I burn a fate point to make something more poignant?
Depends on what you're doing.
Okay.
What do you have in mind?
You'll see.
You see, that's not always the best thing to say to the GM, but if you don't want to explain it to me, we'll continue on.
Sending it to you in TeamSpeak.
Sorry, what?
Sending it in TeamSpeak.
Okay. So, citizen mobs would pretty much only be able to get into position since they can't quite get in on that fight at the moment, but at least they'll be able to prevent Dalton from getting away, theoretically. Militia mob, what are they up to?
Again, muted. Militia will try to just pin down Warjack. After that headbutt. Just with... Hopefully with increased fervor, just try to pin him down and capture him.
Okay, so they're all trying grapples?
Knockdown, grapples, whatever they can do.
Okay, well, you have to determine who's doing which.
Well, the lieutenants are trying knockdown, and the militia will just try to grab him.
And the leader?
Leader will try to knock down as well.
Okay.
So
I'll label as you roll.
Not going to knock down. Even if he would fail, I think he couldn't fail as much. Maybe. Ooh, 55.
Non-confirmed. But still, the second lieutenant didn't win with his initial roll, so...
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just take hold of him! God, he's fighting too much! God damn it, Steve!
How many Steves are there in this freaking galaxy?
Okay,
Freaking many.
Yeah, he's doing all right for himself at the moment. Jebediah? Just 3 steps, okay? Redemptionist?
No, because I was going. You're not. He's not what this heretic says. For he does not know the true word of the Emperor. He seeks to bring you into darkness. And that's about it.
Okay. Redemptionist?
And then he will say, don't fret, loyal followers, even though he fights with fervor of unholy something or other, the guiding light, first guiding light will help you.
Okay. Well, Dalton's going to try something a little shocking, perhaps.
Grenade!
Nope. Well, sort of.
That would be shocking. Just suddenly a grenade and martyr himself.
Basically, he shoves people out of the way, squirming through them, pushing them aside, not giving any of them a chance to try and stop him as he pushes past the crowds.
Okay.
Really? Okay, I'm going to say you're in Jebediah's blind spot, but Alfred, you could potentially get her with your peripheral vision. So roll an awareness.
Okay. D100.
Nope, still unaware.
Mr. Magoo.
So, I sent you the question in TeamSpeak PC. Would I be able to burn a fate to pump that up?
You wouldn't need to.
Okay then. Here it goes.
I mean, you didn't exactly ask a question.
Well, basically, that's what I'm going to do. Could I use a fate to bolster it?
It's really a matter of role play at this point. So I'm going to tell you, burning a fate point for this would not guarantee anything terribly helpful. I'd recommend burning a fate point for something a little more dire.
Okay. Here it goes. Just gonna take in a deep breath and shout, "Missionary Normal, redemption itself, follow me! I found Veda!"
Okay.
He has found. She has found whom? Okay. The fuck is Veda?
I don't know.
Well, that's at least confusing.
And now I know who the temple is.
Are you going to make your roll like I asked you to? Okay. Alrighty. So, oh yeah, little citizen. Whee! Which keeps going. And the mob. Oh, now here comes the special challenge. Ha!
Dog pile.
Really much.
These guys are not fighters, so they're rather sloppy, and they, without realizing what they're doing, have just made it very difficult for those who are trained fighters to actually get in on the fighting.
Yeah.
But a Bob, you may roll 4 charge attacks.
Did 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
3 successes, plus a 66. Kind of happy because I was going to have it that the 66 was going to be an old lady who was trying to get really grabby with Dalton.
Well, the might of the Emperor shines upon Dalton as all those grabby hands he slaps away.
No touchy.
The militia guys, however, all they can really do is try to position themselves to get into good position for when the time comes for them to try and jump their target. Sorry, I'm just getting some messages in private here, but while that's taking place, Missionary Jebediah and Redemptionist, you just heard Haley say something about she's found Veda, follow me, something like that?
That doesn't really matter. I have a kind of angry heretic I'm trying to take care of right now. I don't even know who this Veda person is. Well, I'm just going to, could I full aim and ready in action to swing at him with my baptismal mace if he gets close enough to hit me?
Yep.
That's what I'm going to do. Full aim, and if he gets close enough to try to punch me in the face, I'm going to smack him with my mace.
Okay.
Which is going to be the fiery kind, not the poison kind.
And Redemptionist?
I don't know who you're talking about, child. But my children, he's just the one man. You can take him. The heretic. Foul heretic. And I'll try to basically just raise the morale of the people. Just stop this one man.
Okay, so let's see if you can give them the Inspire Wrath this time. Okay, this time your minions now have plus 10 against Dalton.
Arza.
And Dalton, being Dalton, is going to take the attacks of opportunity from the citizen mobs. So that'll be 5 attacks of opportunity above Bob. And because he is a hard target so far, yep, none of them lay a finger on him. And Dalton's doing a called charge to the missionary, the baptismal mace. Which hand is your dominant hand?
Bob?
Hand would be... Oh, the mace would be in my right hand. The Vargulus staff would be in my left. Do I get an attack first? Since I said I was ready in an action. Oh, okay.
Because you were doing a full aim.
Okay.
So you used your whole turn to do a full aim.
Okay.
Yeah, where was I? Missionary. Okay, so missionary, are you going to have to dodge or parry?
Oh, whichever one he's better at, since I don't know his stats and scores.
Well, you have a staff, correct?
I have a Vargulus staff in my left hand, and I have the mace in the right.
So staff gives you a plus 10 to parry.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, was the 48 your attempt to parry?
Yeah, because I didn't know exactly which one, so I just rolled
No,
that.
just be sure to label. So
Okay.
that will not be successful for the missionary since he's not a warrior.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a vital attack, so I deal the potential damages. I just got to double check that. Yep. Okay. Oh, well, it's not that impressive, is it? So impact to the arm. Now, you've taken 2 points of fatigue.
Okay.
Okay, so Joe, let me just see here. Yes, Joe, there's potentially a litany or religious incantation for any situation. That's what the dice rolls are for, to determine if you select an appropriate thing and how well you perform it. So,
Hi, I'm Funky. What can I do for you today?
So the other thing is Haley does have a very high logic score, so you could always attempt to roll logic if you need a tip or a hint for something that could potentially assist. But when it comes to a lore roll, be sure to be a little more declare-y with what you were planning to do before the roll. But in any event, go ahead with a logic roll if you'd like. Okay, so at the moment, neither the Redemptionist nor the Missionary seem to care about Veda. Okay, Veda. You say the name Veda, neither of them seem to get overly enthralled by that. Now, morally, would Haley leave this free town to its fate, or would she want to intervene?
Intervene the last time she did something like this. She sent a bunch of zealots off to turn what should have been people in need of help into a very poorly fed mission.
Okay. And so with her lore roll, that probably that same self-doubt is probably rearing its head within her. So she is armed. There are all three of the leaders who are instrumental in this current conflict are right there in front of her. So logically speaking, if she attempted to put Dalton down, she could potentially save the lives of all the other civilians here. However, putting Dalton down would also probably re-endear her to the people of the Dell. But if that ends up being the immoral choice, will she be able to live with herself for making it? Alternatively, she does have 2 pistols and 2 hands and 2 other targets, so she could also attempt to take out the missionary and the redemptionist, but then she's got an angry mob standing right in front of her when she does that. Other alternatives, well, she may not have a lot of bullets, but she could try. She's the only one with working guns in any abundance, so she could try scaring the shit out of people by just shooting her guns a lot. Or she could try wounding people in the militia without killing any of them. Although, again, there's probably 100 people kind of just, maybe not 100, but there's a ton of people just sort of gathered up in a tight group in front of her. So stopping all of them would be a significant challenge. Is there any questions you have? Anything you want an answer to logistically that you might not be thinking of?
Not really. Okay. Executor's out. Full auto shooting about there.
Into the ground? And how did you get your first thing to look like a speech bubble?
Control plus spacebar.
Interesting. And question. Okay. Well, good to know. Thank you very kindly. All right. So we're going to attempt a blada 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 to intimidate. Now you have sharpshooter or not?
I do.
All right. Since you have sharpshooter, I'm going to say there's no risk of you hitting good folk. Now, what's the... Oh, shoot. I don't actually have the stats for that. What page was the Hecutor on? 150?
I think like 120 in the Inquisitor's Handbook.
Yeah, 120. Yeah. So the Hecutor's rate of fire is 6 for full auto. Okay. And very lovely intimidate. So I'm going to roll for the citizens and the militia mobs. But Frosty and Bob, you'd roll for your clerical people, your Ministorum characters. Jess, you may roll for Dalton.
Okay.
So, militia mob. Well, okay, good news. The militia mob is scared by. Yes, they're scared by the guns, and the citizen mob willpower D100. Boom. So Frosty's are last to roll.
Okay. What? Intimidate? Intimidation of what?
Willpower.
Something.
Yes, willpower to resist intimidation. Okay. So Bob's the only one who could potentially not be startled or scared by sudden blada 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 blada. And so the mobs are frozen for now. They haven't tried to retreat or anything because they weren't told to. Missionary Jebediah, your lovely girl just started going blada 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 next to you.
He would perceive exactly what Dalton doing first before he does anything. Because Dalton just kind of screwed up his arm.
Okay, so he's just relying on what Dalton's going to do.
Yeah, he's just waiting. If Dalton comes at him, he's going to smack him.
Okay. And Frosty, your redemptionist, did not succeed in his willpower, so at the very least he's startled.
Yes, he is startled. And he will ask a question. Child, what in God Emperor's name are you doing? And take a step back. This is startled.
Okay, Haley, are you going to respond within 2.5 seconds to his reply or to his question?
No, I'm just really
Okay. Oh, I heard gunfire. I better go this way. Oh, there she is. Dalton will turn and look at the ground and look at Haley and look at the ground. His shoulders are still tense. He's still ready for a fight, but he's waiting. It's your turn, Haley.
People of Antigua Dell and the Freetown, you have been deceived. There is heresy among you, but it is from neither of your groups.
Okay, so she's just saying that for the moment.
I think that's what I'll say with the time limit.
Okay, well, you've definitely caught the mob's attention, but what does Missionary Jebediah have to say to this revelation?
He's a bit more likely still eyeing Dalton, but kind of looking like between Dalton and Haley going like, what?
Dalton's giving Jebediah the stink eye, but he's also kind of glancing over to Haley. Redemptionist?
Watching at Haley, watching at the militia, and for now, staying quiet for now.
Okay. Joe, give me an awareness roll. What's your perception? Is 47? Do you have a bonus to awareness, or is it still flat? Don't see that plus 10.
Okay, yeah, it wasn't.
Okay, well, you haven't noticed him yet, but it's not anything to worry about so much. Dalton's going to say, so Missy, why don't you start explaining before my fist meets this guy's face?
I shall. Leaders, please come to me so I may. There's a word on my tongue and it doesn't.
Bow wow.
Speak with you privately? Confide in you?
Yes.
Okay, Haley's asking you to come closer so she can confide in you.
She will lower the gun so as to be like, I'm not going to shoot you. Come closer or anything.
Okay, the mobs are waiting for instructions. Jebediah?
Just go secure the town. Don't cause any duress harm or anything. Just try to not do bad things.
Roll command. And I'm giving you a penalty.
Yeah, I know. I just couldn't figure out exactly what to say. Yeah.
Okay, well, some of them start to stagger away, but more of them are kind of interested. What's this? Who's a heretic? There's a heretic somewhere? But it's not the... Wait, what's going on? I want to know what's going on. Redemptionist, what do you say to the militia? Or do you not say anything?
He is, I will first roll willpower to see if he's fucking hell, phased or not phased about this, what has happened. Yeah, he's phased, so he's silent for now.
Okay. Joe, another roll, please, for awareness. Oh, yeah, you see this guy right here. So this guy, he's kind of curious. He's approaching. Back in the town, most people are watching from their windows. And Joe, you're the only one who notices, or Haley's the only one who notices this. See where my arrow is?
Yeah,
Oh,
Little girl's heading straight towards the funeral pyre where missionary Amberly is, her charred body is. So, what Haley do? Because Dalton is waiting for the other two to stand down before he stands down.
Desecration time, come on!
Can someone stop that girl over there? And
That's it. Haley's just saying, can someone stop that little girl over there?
please lay down your weapons and someone stop that girl.
Okay. Well, she's making contact. Citizen mobs are waiting for orders from bosses, so Jebediah, roll an awareness, because all Haley said was that girl over there. So let's see if you notice that girl. So it takes you pretty much your whole turn to, you're looking, and you see that bright reddy pink hair next to the burnt corpse of the heretic. Bob?
Yeah, I see that. It's full turn, so I can't really do anything about it, I think.
Well, you can still talk, so...
But no! Go get that girl!
Okay. Redemptionist? Redemptionist. Frosty, you're mute if you're trying to talk.
This girl has gone bonkers. I'm afraid. Almost, at least. Stunned, if nothing else.
Okay. Dalton will. Let's see if Dalton sees. Dalton see? Dalton do. Dalton see. Dalton will shout, "You stand away from the body of missionary Savarette, young lady!" He's waving a hand, and he's quite loud, so his people in the town will hear this. Haley, your turn. Sorry, what was that?
Only leave a little girl to them, so I'll turn my attention back to the leaders.
Sorry, Joe, you've gone total garble.
That's right. I can't do anything about the redhead, so I have to turn back to the leaders. I shall put away the hecutors and kind of just like raise my arms to show, I am unarmed now, and say, "Please come to me before there is any unnecessary bloodshed. We must get to the heart of the matter and find the true heretic behind us."
Okay. The redheaded girl falls to her knees in front of the charred corpse and seems to pray. So combat turns are over. Jebediah, Alfred, are you guys going to cooperate with Haley?
Dude attacked me. I'm only going to cooperate if Dalton cooperates.
Dalton's only going to cooperate as soon as you put your weapons away.
They are in an impasse.
Good. Mexican standoff here.
Well, see, that's just it. Dalton doesn't have any weapons. He uses his body. So Haley's instructions were for you to put your weapons down.
Okay. Well, it said to me that server disconnected.
Okay, well, I'll at least just go away from him, but...
Joe, it's your show.
Oh, okay. Haley will approach a bit. "Please, come with me. There will be no more fighting."
Joe, if you're talking right now, we haven't
I
heard
forgot
anything.
to press the control button.
Well,
Haley will step forward and say, "Please come with me. There will be no more fighting. We must work together to cleanse the heresy from this island and this world."
Bob Frosty.
what is Bobo's character going to say? Because I
Gonna
have
say, like-
something.
And how did you come to this? How did you come to this knowledge or
Conclusion.
conclusion? Thank you. That's the word I was thinking of.
Well, first off, she's gonna point over to the redhead. She seems to get it.
How would the redemptionist say to this? I'm trying to think the right
Trying to
wording
think
for it.
because she was declared a heretic, and there's a young girl praying at the body of a heretic. That's not really a good thing to do.
Well, maybe you'll see patterns like that.
Okay, I know what Zell will say. I thought your faith was strong and pure, but it seems these heretics have gotten into you. You must be caught or taken as well as this other heretic. People, get them! In the name of Holy Emperor's light. He's trying to rile up the group.
Yes, so Frosty re-engages combat. Frosty, roll command.
Let's see if they listen to me. But this is what my character does. They're not listening.
Crazy old man.
Redemptionist, that is where you are wrong.
Don't listen to her.
You have proof of your claims, Miss Haley. I mean, not Miss Haley, Miss Jane. Sorry.
I know that name.
That was Sorry, slip of the tongue for constantly referring to your character by her name and not her code name.
Anyway.
You've been asked.
Redemptionist. This morning. Oh, sorry. Just before I left the dell, I prayed at your shrine for the Emperor's guidance. What he showed me were visions of Saint Amelia herself, as well as the fact that there was a truth in this village. When I arrived here, I learned that the missionary you had burned was preaching the words of Saint Amelia. My only conclusion is someone wanted her silenced.
Okay. So he's not yelling, but he is saying, and how would you tell if this wasn't one of her tricks? True act of a heretic. How can you prove it? This vision of yours wasn't a false vision.
Joe, if you're talking, you're muted.
I'm thinking here. I have no real proof to go on here.
Well, if you don't have a response for him soon, I might have to say that is your in-character response.
Physical proof, I have none. But my faith in the Emperor has never turned me wrong. Also, I know that there is a heretic on this world. Please accompany me in private, so I may explain everything.
You might have faith, but you are not fit for leading. Who made you the leader?
I lead nothing.
And yet you tell us to follow you.
My associate speaks truly. By what authority do you think you have to command us?
Joe, this would be an ideal time for Imperial Creed roll.
Yay!
Bravo. So Haley can perfectly recite a rather esoteric but well-researched verse from the Imperial Creed that says that only the Emperor leads, but those who follow in his steps may lead in his stead, for they know the path of the Emperor. Something along these lines, that basically Haley is proving herself devout, proving herself knowledgeable about the words of the Emperor, and that she is walking the path laid out to her by the Emperor, and therefore those who follow her are following the Emperor.
Sent you a message, 15.
Okay. Okay. Then now will actually put down his mace.
You speak with the word of the Emperor. Children. Emperor's children, stand down.
Emperor's Children is actually a name of one of the Space Marine. Anyway, carrying on.
They
Well,
all turn out to
can't know
actually be
everything or
big
anything.
A toe in the tear in the warp just opens up. Say, "You called?"
With that, though, I will split the recording.